Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on life through music. Thank you for stopping by. Well, come in, you're very welcome. I trust you enjoyed my last video on Emmylou Harris and just the beautiful way that she gives her songs opportunities to breathe. We looked at how good it is to slow our lives down and to take notice of what's around us. So trust you found that one encouraging. Well, we're going to a 2022 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee today. Her story began in 1943 in New York. She was the daughter of Richard Simon, who was an executive in Simon & Schuster, a music publishing company, which is very, very handy in this industry that's called the music business. Musician, singer, songwriter, memorist, and children's author. The last we're talking about is Carly Simon. 1963, she was part of the Simon Sisters, had a few albums with those guys. 1970 onwards, she had a bit of a solo career. And between 1971 and 2015, 23 studio albums, 1 live album, 9 compilation albums, 4 video albums, 36 music videos, and 4 soundtracks, plus a stack of singles. Carly Simon's has had 5 of those albums certified platinum, 3 have been certified gold, all but 3 have been in the US Billboard Top 200 charts, 12 of them have been in the top 40, 5 have been in the top 10. And of her singles, 24 have been in the top 100 and 13 have been in the top 40. Estimated Carly sold around 10 million albums in the US, and not sure what it is worldwide. Some awards, she's received the Academy Award, 3 Boston Music Awards, 1 Golden Globe Award, 2 Grammy Awards from 14 nominations, as I said, already inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2022, and Songwriters Hall of Fame in 1994. Major influences on artists coming after her: Taylor Swift, Tori Amos. It was Taylor Swift that said, emotional but strong woman, very vulnerable in her songwriting, writing, honesty, beautiful, natural and effortless. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame went on to say she's a gifted storyteller, giving a voice to women in the early 1970s. She broke established narratives, gorgeous memories, catchy choruses, and made for a captivating performer. Now, Carly Simon was married to James Taylor for a while. It's a pretty incredible duo right there. James Taylor's a pretty amazing performer, as is Carly Simon. She's got a pretty amazing edge to her voice, and she's got the beautiful blonde hair as well. And she just really believes the words that she's singing, because when she sings, she really captivates you. She really compels you to actually believe every word that she's saying. And when we look at Carly Simon and the way that she sings, she just has this way of getting through your defences and just you getting caught up for the ride. This is what has made Carly Simon so captivating for so many, many years. 1963 is a long time she's been in this business, 57 years or so. And so, when you have that kind of longevity, you kind of get to know what you're doing, but she has actually reinvented herself over and over again. Now, certainly in the 1970s, there was probably no one bigger than Carly Simon in lots of ways. She was absolutely massive. There was a lot of albums coming out in a year, and she just kept on producing the hits and the melodies that the worldwide audience absolutely loved. Now, when you think about Carly Simon, there's one song you think about in particular, and that is You're So Vain. This came off the album No Secrets from 1972. And interestingly, in this track, it's Carly Simon who actually did the piano, played the piano on this track. So this goes well, playing the guitar, can play the piano really, really well, because that's an iconic piano track right there. You're So Vain. And oh man, you wouldn't want to have anyone to tell you this, right? I'm sure there's been no shortage of conversations and hints up to this point, but to actually come out and have a song, You're So Vain, not just vain, you're so vain. It's like you're at the end of your rope here, there's probably been no shortage of comments made over probably many years about the fact, hey, I just can't get past your your self-absorption. I just call it that, and so I've just got to sing about it. Of course, if you are the partner of a singer-songwriter, there's probably going to be a song sung about you at some point. You want those songs around, endearment and love and beauty and all the rest of it. The last thing you want to actually have is you're so vain. So this comes back to self-awareness, like how self-aware are we about how much impact we have on other people. Now, if you're going into this world actually wanting to be vain, and that's a choice you've made, that's fine. Just wonder how it's working out for you. But if you don't think you are, and you think, well, actually I'm all right as a person, but there's many people in this world who think differently, and one by one people are leaving you alone. Bit of a hint that perhaps a bit of self-absorption, a bit of self-reflection is required to work out, hey, am I a little bit more self-centered than I thought? And the best thing we can do is to actually rein that in before you become a really, really lonely person. And it doesn't take long for communities to talk and to sort of give people a wide berth, because you don't want to be around them. They're not fun. They're self-absorbed. They talk about themselves the whole time. And one of the lines is, you probably think this song's even written about you, don't you? Don't you? That's how vain this person is. It's not just a little bit vain. They're ridiculously vain, and it sounds like they don't care. Well, we don't want to make life so hard on. We don't want to be so hard on other people that we make it really, really impossible for them to be around us. We want to connection and resonance with other people. So if you think you're not vain, I've got to think of myself a little bit here too. Think, am I vain? Am I a little bit self-absorbed? I know sometimes you need to ask the question from a trusted friend and see what they say. Well, is there anything selfish about me? Because if it is, please tell me before it's too late. So, Carly Simon, she does not hold back in this song. You probably think this song is about you, don't you? Don't you? You're walking, you think everyone's going to bow and scrape to every wish that you've got, every need that you've got. Well, you're not going to do that with me. I'm calling it out right here. So, if you do hear these words, take note. Because it could be that, someone's trying to tell you something before it's too late. It could be that, the you're so vain thing is like the person that she still wants to be in your life, perhaps be your partner, but she or he is just really, really struggling with the vainness, and maybe she's hoping it would be different. Just need a slight tweak. She or he probably enjoys the confidence that you've got, but just tone it down just a little bit to make sure other people are included. So I trust you found that one encouraging today. This is one of the most forthright bunch of lyrics I think I've ever heard right here. And, Carly Simon's probably the best one to deliver these lyrics because, she just has this way about her. So good on you, Carly Simon, for introducing this song into the world. Well, the best way to appreciate Carly Simon is to look at the clips below. So let's go back and work our way through her career a little bit. We've got Anticipation. This came off from an album in 1971. I think it was Carly Simon. I think that was what it was called. That's a live version, so you get to see her right back in the early times. We then go on to the song You're So Vain. Even though it came from the 1972 album No Secrets, we've got a live performance from 2005. This song went to number 1 in the US, Canada, Australia and New Zealand, so pretty significant this song, and one of these songs that defined the 1970s, and it's been on some of those lists that are going around. This song features many times in some of those lists. Now, I talked about being married to James Taylor for a while. What an incredible duo that would have been. Mockingbird, a bit more of a rocky track for Carly. This is a live clip with James Taylor on stage. It's pretty amazing to see that song. 1974 album, Hot Cakes. And thinking about James Taylor again, you can close your eyes. This is a song off a James Taylor album, Mudslide Slim and Blue Horizon. This is just a very intimate, little, beautiful song between James and Carly right here. This is probably, them at their best. They're both extremely talented. They don't need much to actually be behind them. James Taylor with his guitar and his voice, what can we say? Absolutely iconic. And when you put Carly Simon there, absolutely stunning, intimate performance. Now, I move forward to a James Bond movie, The Spy Who Loved Me from 1977. Now, if you get asked to write and perform a song for a James Bond movie, you know you have made it. And The Spy Who Loved Me was one with Roger Moore. I remember rightly, it's a car that went underwater. Pretty cool in the 1970s to have a car that would do that. This song is number 67th from the American Film Institute, 67th of the 100 most popular movie songs of all time. It's a pretty significant song, this one. We've got a live version, which is pretty cool. And we've also got the James Bond opening sequence of The Spy Who Loved Me, just to give that song a little bit more context. And to finish off, we've got Jessie from 1980, from that album Come Upstairs from 1980. This is a live version. This is a pretty amazing song for Carly Simon as well. So I put that one in as well. So the clips for those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 clips are in the description below. I've also included my last song clip from Emmylou Harris. So if you want to recap on her, feel free. Well, if you've come back for another one, or this is your first time to Life Reflections of Music, thank you for everyone for doing so. It's so great to see you back. As I think we're rounding out the A to Fs, even though Carly starts with C, what can we say? The thing people you remember. So until next time when we go on to Australian band Ganga Jang, I'll see you then. So catch you around then. Bye for now.